Starting a business can be exciting, but before you get started, there's one critical decision you need to make: choosing the right business structure. This decision can impact everything from how much you pay taxes to how much personal liability you carry. Today, we're going to break down the different types of business structures so that you can make the best choice for your business. Let's start with the most straightforward option: a sole proprietorship. This is the go-to structure for many first-time entrepreneurs. Essentially, you and the business are one of the same. Sounds simple, right? The biggest advantage is that it's easy to set up. No formal paperwork, and you get to report business expenses and income on your personal tax return. However, the simplicity comes with a significant downside: personal liability. If your business runs into trouble, your personal assets like your house or savings are at risk. When I started my very first business back in 2010, I decided to go with a sole proprietorship because I felt like it was the fastest route to get my business off the ground. This business was an in-home tutoring company where I started myself from my very own living room. It was super fun. Now that I think about it, it was kind of wild that I actually had students and parents come to my home. I would have the parents sitting in the living room watching something on television, and I would literally be tutoring their kids at the dining room table. This system actually worked out for a while, but the more I began to expand and started to hire other contractors to do in-home tutoring for my agency, I realized that I wasn't willing to take that risk. So I thought twice about it, and that's what leads me to point number 2, LLC. So now let's talk about LLC, also known as Limited Liability Company. This is a popular choice for most small business owners because it offers the best of both worlds. With an LLC, your personal assets are generally protected. Unlike a sole proprietorship, your liability is now limited to what you invest in the business. One of the reasons I ended up choosing an LLC for my business was the flexibility. You can decide how you want to be taxed, either as a sole proprietor, partnership, or a corporation. This flexibility can then save you money depending on your situation. However, keep in mind that there are setup costs and ongoing maintenance for an LLC, so this can be a downfall for some small business owners, especially when you're just getting started. For example, for the state of California, the LLC tax for a limited liability company is $800 per tax year. So I always like to tell my coaching and consulting clients to be sure that your business is actually making money before you actually set up an LLC with your state. This can ensure that you're not just paying the LLC tax every year and you're not bringing in any revenue. Now let's go ahead and dive into corporations, both C Corps and S Corps. A corporation is a separate business entity, meaning that it can own property, it can sue or be sued, and it's responsible for its debts. The biggest advantage here is the liability protection because your personal assets are well shielded. But there's more to consider. C Corps face double taxation. I'm going to say that again. C Corps face double taxation. Once on the corporation's profits and then again on dividends paid to shareholders. On the other hand, S Corps avoid this double taxation by passing income directly to shareholders, but they come with more restrictions on ownership and operational complexity. So here's the thing. If your business starts to grow, I would consider converting to a corporation to attract investors. The robust structure of a corporation, especially a C Corp, is designed to facilitate growth and fundraising, but the complexity and tax implications may hold you back. If you're going to go into business with one or more people, a partnership might be the right fit. There are 2 main types: general partnerships and limited partnerships. In a general partnership, all parties share responsibility for the business and are personally liable for debts and obligations. Limited partners involve one or more silent partners to be invested in the business without being involved in the day-to-day operations, and their liability pretty much is just tied to their investment. Partnerships can be a great way to pool resources and expertise, but they require clear agreements to avoid conflicts. I remember a friend, actually I have multiple stories of people jumping into business with friends without having clear agreements. And what happens is the businesses either fail, they close, or one partner has to buy the other partner out and then take over the business, okay? And this all happens because of unresolved disputes because there wasn't any clear agreement from the very beginning. Don't fall into this. Now that we've covered the basics, it's important that you understand that the right business structure can make or break your business. Think about your long-term goals. Are you planning to stay small or scale up quickly? Do you want to keep things simple, or are you ready to handle greater complexity for more protection? Each structure has its pros and cons, so what may work for one business may not work for the other. This is why it's important not to take advice from friends, because their business structure may be different from yours. When I started my second business, I made sure to talk to a legal professional to ensure that I understood what each structure meant for me and my business. This is why it's important when you first start a business that you have a legal team, an accountant, an attorney. That way you can really bounce your ideas and they can give you their expert advice. And remember, this is the crucial step that I recommend for every entrepreneur, no matter how small your business is. Choosing the right business structure is a foundational step to building your business. To help you make a more informed decision, I've created a free checklist that you can download using the link in the description. It's designed to guide you through key factors to consider so that you can pick the best business structure that aligns with your goals. Be sure to hit that like button and subscribe if you enjoyed this video. And for the next video, we're going to dive into registering your business for legal requirements, so stay tuned.